I'm always forgetting something. But other than, hi, welcome to DieFall Presents Ruin. This is Team Crimson. Welcome! Our original 5th edition D&D cooperative campaign featuring 3 heroic odysseys to escape hell. 3 parties embark on unique journeys through the many layers of hell where their actions will lead to consequences for one another. This is Team Crimson. Say hello. There are 3 ways our viewers can interact with the game. First, you can invoke Fate by using !Fate for various effects. $2 for +2 to a roll, $5 for a reroll, $10 for a nat 20, and $20 for a draw from the deck of many. Which I just did 2 of those because we had some outstanding ones, and we'll get into that in just a little moments. Yeah. $69 to invoke Chaos if you really want to throw us off course, and be sure to identify the players you want to influence, otherwise I have no idea. Second, every 10 retweets will grant a nat 20 to a random player at the table. You can find the tweet linked in the chat somewhere and or now if I, get to it. Third, patrons may participate in various minigames within the Shard of Discord, the central location of our campaign. These minigames affect world building, story setting, NPCs, and future events. Patreon in the chat for more information. And there's an entire game that I designed that we're playing, and it's actually going pretty well. I'm kind of stoked on it. So if you want to do that and hang out, it's pretty good. 14 of them. All right, fine. Everyone roll me a D20. Come on, cast. It's time already.
I wrote D20. Oh. Yeah,
roll me a D20. Ooh. Let's go. The rogue table. God damn it. Now I see it. Damn it. 17, 18, 16, jeez. Okay, so it looks like May. With Lenore here, you get yourself a nat 20 from the retweets. Sick. As you can see on your screen right now, unfortunately, we are not joined by Evie. She is running a charity event right now, which happens to coincide with our showtime, so she's gonna go do that and raise money for children, and that's fine. It's totally fine. It's a worthy cause.
Gotta be a good person, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna play D&D, thanks a lot. We're gonna do that. Yeah, I was gonna say something else and then I totally forgot what it was. There was murder in the last time. Does anyone want to volunteer for a recap? I know, Drac, since you were here and present 4 weeks ago. We've missed a couple of these due to various different circumstances, but we are getting back on track. Not guaranteed, because I can't guarantee anything in my life at this point. So, does anyone remember anything? Just give me snippets, and I'll put it together for you.
I think I do.
Okay. Would you like to recap it, Lenore?
Can I get another nat 20 of how correct I am? How close I get?
It will be chat judged if you're close enough.
Chat, do you remember?
Sound like a Dora the Explorer episode. Do you remember what happened last week?
Chat, no swiping those D20s.
Yeah, right?
Right, so.
No, he just swiped those kills. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Ain't salty. Damn.
Well, we started at the arena. We were a little concerned and upset that we just witnessed a Celestial being absorbed into champion of Anwir's there. We also got churros that were kind of not so good and tacos that were kind of soggy. But at least we had snacks. We managed to leave the arena undetected. We did pretty well with that, except we did get kind of seen just outside in the streets, which we decided to make a run for it. Considering most of us had wings, a lot of us took to the skies on that. I believe Zepha was princess carrying Carnifex along the way, making sure that they were safe.
Cradled.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Well, for the most part, we were being chased by these shadow creatures that were kind of poofing when we hit them, I think. Dwyn got tied up in a maypole, and then Princess carried by Mirage to the forest. Then in the forest, we came across a cottage, and a lady in the cottage, Luthele, I think is her name. Valanth was very honest with this woman and saying who we were and what we were doing around. But so far the lady seems nice and also kind of not wanting to be noticed by the authorities, which then followed us and arrived at the cottage in which we fought these peoples. And the last thing I remember is Lenore also lost her clothes with the ruin card and is in a bear rug.
Yeah, you have you've been wrapped up in a bear rug from Eluthale. She is one of the former bakers at the Bettigrain estate.
Poisoners.
Who attempted to poison some of the residents there. And then made a hasty escape and has been so far allowed to just live in obscurity in the afterlife here. Until you brought a bunch of bounty hunters to her door and then killed them all. Rather forcefully. Yeah.
No harm,
it was
no
good.
foul.
Oh, and that's right, and Dwin stole her stuff. No harm, no foul. Yeah, Dwin stole her stuff.
Some of her stuff.
Like a lot of money.
Still
Like
no
a
foul?
lot
She
of
doesn't
money.
know about it.
Yeah.
I think nobody knows about it.
Nobody knows
It's
about
making
it.
more and more sense why we're here.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and that's kind of where we find ourselves in just in the midst of the aftermath of this situation, at this little mill and cottage, the bodies of our enemies littering the ground, and before we get too far into it, we'll just go ahead and draw this card because this is one that has been waiting for card effects for a while. Oh, it is the ruin card again. So card effects, you lose a lot of stuff, all of your stuff. You're sipping soup at the table, and all of a sudden, all your nice fancy clothes gone.
The cloak that
The soup
just bought.
disappears just before he sips it.
The soup's gone. All of your money, possessions, non-magical items are gone, so you retained the fan.
I retained the fan and the amulet.
And the amulet. And I also had one bought previously that I can also resolve right now. It's the star card, which gives someone you probably haven't met yet a boost to one of their attributes. I've already applied it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. If you would like to also cause a little bit of trouble for your friends here, you can get them cards too. So, this is where we're at. We're at Luthale's cottage, just after Mirage has flown off to go kill the last of these bounty hunters that was trying to escape. And now what?
Carnifex kind of about to take a sip of this good soup, and it all disappears along with his, honestly, just his pants really and cloak. He wasn't really wearing much else anyway. He just kind of sits there and sighs and just goes, "No, again. Do you have anything I could wear by any chance?"
Literally looks over at you and then looks over at Lenore and goes, "I don't have any other bearskin rugs and probably nothing that will fit you, but I'll go check." And she's gonna go run up the stairs again and see if she can't find something for you to wear.
Thank you.
All over your new pants. It has been voted. May does get the nat 20. All right, there you go. That's it. So May, you've got 2 now.
Thanks,
For the thorough recap there. There you go.
Did the people be killed? Did they go poof, or are they dead on the ground?
They are dead on the ground.
You can wear the clothes from the dead people.
It's not the first time. And kind of just gonna get up and walk over to one of the bodies that do they look? Any of them look like they have at least a very least similar sized pants as him?
Yeah, we'll pull up what they look like again, so you get a sense of their size again. Some of them are very small. In fact, most of them are very small. some of the larger ones, I mean, you could probably take some of their cloaks and it would function pretty well, but you're a big guy.
Yeah, I got
you're a lot of turtle
legs.
Yeah, you're a lot of turtle.
Yeah, I'll take a cloak or something as a wrap around and go. I think this will do.
It like ties around your neck and it kind of just goes only just to your shoulders.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't think the hood fits. It's just like, well,
yeah,
this is
the best I can do unless our friend can find anything else. What's the name of the person? Like the
Luthele. I will drop the spelling in there somewhere so we can get that again. Believe I spelled that correctly.
Okay.
I go to one of them and I see from the art they have belts and straps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take a belt and I go up to Carnifex and say, do you mind?
Sure, go ahead.
So I put the belt around him, I get another cloak, and he's got a loincloth.
Just hanging.
You're welcome. And I go back up here.
God. Okay.
Honestly, this is much more for everyone else than me, but thank you.
I'm solo out in the forest. Dwin just shot the dude that I was chasing. So first thing is like out in the forest. Damn it, Dwin! And then you see me just dragging this body back and throwing it into the pile.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, drag it all the way back and just throw that in there. Perfect.
I have a question. Do I know, because we were joking about it before, but I was aware that there's a fight outside, right? Like, I knew.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
We got this.
It was more so I didn't have to run another character sheet. I was just like, you know what? Fair. He's just not here right now. He's sipping the soup.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think you just go to everyone to go, is everyone okay? Anyone get left behind? Did they manage to escape? Or was everyone dealt with here?
I guess. I don't have wings. I can't check or anything.
No, I think we got them.
How's everyone feeling?
There's a lot of arrows and stab wounds.
Yeah, it's like pretty beat up. For Valanth, who is not actually here. Valanth has like 3 HP. They are not looking very good. So, they're just gonna fall out of their rage here and come collapse into one of the chairs at the table and also start having some soup, because that's just what we do when we're not here now, is have soup.
The soup of absence.
Indeed.
Good old standby soup.
Valanth looks awful. Just like riddled with arrows.
I would say we should get some rest here, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are more of them coming. Do we want to risk it or start moving?
If there's more coming, that would leave our hosts by themselves.
That is a good point. Either way, our host should end up getting mixed up in this. So maybe it is best if we stay.
She comes down the stairs and she actually has like a large comforter, like a nice blanket. She's like, I found this. Hopefully that will help. Those don't fit you. And she just like hands you the blanket. Like, in case you're cold.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm very sorry that we ended up bringing all of these ruffians to your door.
It's quite all right. I've been trying to stay a step ahead of my past transgressions, and it seems that eventually they caught up to me in one way or another. What is your plan?
For hell, everyone here seems awfully considerate. I murmur to the dead body next to me.
Except for the ones that are trying to stab you, right? Yeah. So she is quite aware of your situation, and even your desire to leave. Like, she knows those things.
Okay.
She doesn't know what your immediate next plan is. So far, she's proven, pretty resourceful source of information. especially about like Bettergrain Estate and Anweir and things like that, considering she worked there. And she didn't poison you with the soup, so it seems like she might be on your side, right? Yeah. And a nat 20 for Drac too. Okay, all right.
Oh.
Okay, I got one and Drac got one. There we go.
Thank you.
So keep those in
I'm
mind.
gonna use that. I know how I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I think I have a cure wounds left, and I would like to try and heal Valanth.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
First level.
For 6, yes. Valanth visibly relaxes under the healing magic there and continues to enjoy the soup of absence, but slightly less damaged.
I've also got a cure wounds for a slot left. Anyone wants some?
I'm honestly feeling great. This soup was perfect. It was exactly what I needed.
It's good soup.
Good soup.
It's good
It's
soup.
good soup. Damn it. Oh, man. Yeah. So she kind of looks and says, well, what is the plan with the bodies?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's quite a lot of blood, and if anyone was to walk by, it's rather conspicuous that, I don't know, they were...
It would take too long to bury them, and we would draw attention if we were to burn them. Also, I feel kind of odd doing that.
What happens to bodies in hell? I mean, someone mentioned the ether before. Like, some of them exploded and had all this stuff come out of them, but do they rot or what?
Yeah, your fortunate angelic companion, Zephyr, steps over. Oh, right, so the bodies that you have in hell are just mirrors of what you possessed in life. When you return to the cycle and are reborn anew, the body just fades and, returns to the earth here. There's as many physical things here on this plane and the other planes as there are on your mortal one. They will decay and feed the earth again. But they are a bit conspicuous.
Yes.
We could drag them into the nearby building here. Something that's a little bit more vacated.
Yeah. Lutherley looks over and says, right, I do have a somewhat abandoned stable. I haven't had horses in ever here. This place is mostly abandoned. We could throw them in the shed in the back, then.
It sounds like a good idea.
Right.
I can help with that.
Okay. Right. Yeah. And so just start hauling all the bodies to the shed in the back. Perfect. Yeah, they'll end up back there somewhere. Great. They're in a room. Yeah, so, 15-ish minutes go by for you to, hide them, maybe, toss some straw over the bodies or whatever, and maybe make it a little less conspicuous that they're there. But yeah, that easily enough. No one walks up while you're doing it, fortunately.
Lisa Lay does have a point, though. What is our game plan next?
Yes, well, find a way out of here, I suppose. Though, I think any way would be having to go back.
I mean, I'm ready.
Could we not take a short rest first or something?
Or
yeah,
we could probably, stay the night, I suppose.
Would that be okay with you?
Yes, of course. Honestly, I feel more at ease that you're here. Though, if I could make a request. If I stay here, they'll likely kill me. I'm not ready for that. Do you mind if I tag along for a little bit?
Sure. Do you have someone back in the city that you might be able to stay with?
Yes. I used to apprentice under a baker there. I could probably ask him if he's got a spare room. Yes.
I would like to insight check her.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 12. Seems like she don't want to die. And that she probably apprenticed under that baker or something. She seems a little scared that she's been found out here.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why you can't join us. The more the merrier, I guess.
Right. And well, I might have something else I can offer too if you need it. I did work at Bedegrain for quite some time and kind of know the ins and outs of the place. If you're trying to get to that portal, I could probably help you get there.
That would be perfect. But I hope you don't mind me asking, but what do you want in return?
Well, again, I think I'm pretty well compromised here. Just take me with you?
I don't see why not.
Right. And protection. Protection's good. I'm pretty good with a rolling pin when it comes to baking, but not so much good with a blade.
Just whack them with the rolling pin. I believe in you.
Heft to it.
It does.
Especially if you have a marble one.
She picks up, she's like, unfortunately, since I moved out here, everything seems to be made of wood.
Yeah, we can do what we can to protect you.
Right, great, thank you. Yes, of course, my house is yours for rest and the food and things like that, and I will, I'll prep a bag, gather my things, and she picks up the rolling pin, including this. Yeah. So, gathering inside the home and, taking a long rest. We'll call it a long rest. You all feel slightly stronger while you rest, and you happen to level up to level 4. Yay, congratulations. We may have taken care of this prior to the show. It's fine. If there's anything left that you need to do for level 4 things, now you can do it. Some of those things might be, hey, get your spell slots back, and all of your HP goes back up, and things like that. So yes, it looks like a long rest is entirely possible. What I would like, however, is, does anyone keep watch during the evening?
Carnifex definitely does, because he's
one
the
of the
only
watches.
Did nothing. So yeah, he'll definitely
He's feeling real fresh right now. It's like, man, I feel great. Okay, sure. Where do you post up for that? Where do you keep watch from?
Let me just see what it looks like around. I will probably sit by the window. Is this a window? Like here?
That's a coat rack, but that's fine. We can call it a window.
I'll just sit by a window.
Okay. Yeah, you just take one of these chairs and look out in the front.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay. Does anyone else volunteer to take a watch while this is going on? Lenore will? Okay. Cool. And then we would need 1 more, 2 more, technically 2 more if you round them all out. Yeah, Mirage as well.
Take 3rd or 4th after I get some rest, get some heal points back. Heal points, health points, too.
Heal points! Get my heal points back. Sure, okay. So in the first one, Carnifex, go ahead and roll me a perception check. In the night here, the fire still kind of fitfully burning in the stove behind you. It's warm in the house. You can kind of look out. And you look out into the darkness. It's quiet. Fortunately. There's no sign of any would-be invaders. You do happen to notice, though, however, wildlife out in the forest. Note there's like a deer and an owl that perches on one of the closer trees. Which maybe you find interesting. But otherwise, the watch goes really well in that it's very easy. You watch the thing and nothing happens. Lenore, go ahead and roll me a perception check. 19. Do you note here, maybe in your like study of the planes or something like that, there's no moon. There are stars, but there's no moon. It's kind of odd that there's these celestial bodies floating around, but you look deeper into the woods and you do see shadows moving about, but every once in a while you note that, yeah, much like Carnifex saw, just animals. Nothing overly conspicuous. Roll me an insight check, though.
I'll use one of my nat 20s.
Okay, all right. One of these owls, you feel like is staring directly at you through the window. Now, is it just owl stuff? Not super sure, but you feel like it is peering directly into your soul.
It's gonna like do one of these.
Yeah, like, does it move this way? Does it move this? Yeah, and its head follows you. Does that weird like owl turn the head all the way around thing to follow you one time? You know.
Lenore will remember this.
Okay. Yeah. I think fortunately for the rest of the evening, those of you that have the other watches, nothing happens. It is a rather easy evening, and probably well-deserved after the literal flight away from the city, and then battle pretty much as soon as you arrived here. It seems like those bounty hunters were indeed tracking you. I don't think anyone ever got the reason why. Most of them ended up dead before any questioning could have happened, but at least the immediate threat was taken care of. The early morning comes because, you know, you're all adventurers and always wake up whenever it is light immediately with no issue. No one's ever drowsy, right? Out in the forest, in Luthale's abandoned mill, and home. She seems to have prepared a bag and also breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fresh biscuits, a couple of eggs.
Yeah, Carnifex is going to dig in.
Mm-hmm. She seems to be cinching up all of her things. Right, well, I'm prepared. Any issues last night? I barely slept a wink for all the stress.
Nothing on my watch. A lot more wildlife than I expected, but nothing suspicious.
Fortunately, wildlife is kind of a good thing. When things die on the plane, even the animals, they go somewhere. And so some of them end up here, until they are also reborn into the cycle.
Do you have any owls that are like to hang out around here?
Owls? Yes. Really big one sitting outside. And she like points out to like one of the trees over there. That sits in that tree over there. Kind of creepily looks into the windows.
That one, yes.
Right. I've taken to calling him Billy. He doesn't really respond to it. He's not a pet. He's just there. I'm not really sure why. He started showing up when I arrived here. Why? Did he do something?
Well, he was very attentive.
Attentive. Right, okay. Great. Fantastic. Love that. Well, I'm glad he didn't keep you up all night.
No, it's just very watchful.
Do you think there's something more there? And she seems nervous. He's been there every night for quite a while.
Would
I
there
look,
be...
is it still there?
Yeah, you look out. No. Billy the owl is currently not there.
Concerning if there was an owl there during the day.
Just like looking at it.
They're like, now that's suspicious. Do you know anyone who might want to keep tabs on you at all?
Well, I mean, I did try to poison Lord Anweir and his staff.
Well, yeah.
So,
I
reason
do
enough.
want to ask, what is there a very special kind of poison that would affect someone like Anweir, or is it just, do you think, any kind?
I think that was probably my mistake in that I took some of my knowledge that I had when I was living and mixed the correct herbs and powders together so that would likely, kill a man or two, or one the size of Lord Anweir. Didn't seem to work.
Okay.
Yeah. He is a god, though, so that's kind of, I feel like, probably normal that poison didn't work.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be impossible to kill a god.
Have you met him?
At a distance.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not impossible, but he's quite formidable. Quite formidable, and playing his size, he is one of the gods of magic, so there's even more to him than just the. She like grasps her bicep, the muscle.
Well, we might have to go through them somehow.
Right.
So what's the
Hopefully
plan?
Last results or to encounter him. Well, is there like service entrances that aren't particularly watched as much? As much?
No. And she pulls out a little napkin and starts drawing on it because why not? Let's take a look at the animal ward.
The classic heist scene where you take out
exactly. The napkin, start drawing on it. So she starts, she draws a box essentially to represent the Bettagrain estate in the walls around it. And she looks, so, the walls from the forest are rather tall and set upon the same earthen rise that the rest of the city is on. There are no gates from that side. The interior walls are made of iron, and there are no gates on them. The two ways in are the carriage house, and she draws like a circle at the top, the north there, through the carriage doors, or through the guardhouse on the eastern side, which is obviously very well guarded. And the carriage house is quite well guarded as well. There are guards that patrol day and night in the estate itself, and each of the towers are indeed occupied, as well as some of the interior walls of the estate. It's really, really well put together.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting to sound like we can't quite stealth the entire way. We're inevitably going to run into someone and have to fight them.
Yes. If I could make one request, and we have this like visual flashback of her watching you butcher this whole group of people. Maybe leave the other servants out of it.
All I can say is that I won't attack anyone who doesn't attack me.
Right, okay. Some of them are rather dedicated to, and I you know what, I can't make promises like that. I just, they were my friends. They were my friends. It's fine.
I'll keep it non-lethal if they seem like people you knew.
Okay. I'm not sure of the easiest way in, except for maybe over the walls. If you can evade the guards, or find a way to get past them swiftly without them noticing. Night is probably best. It is patrolled by interior guards there, but there won't be any visitors. The gardeners won't be there. The priests will likely be off to sleep, as well as most of the house, if you are planning to sneak in.
That actually would be a good idea.
While this is going on, I want to be outside, looking through the corpses for shiny things.
You go back into the shed, the pile of corpses, and you want to start taking a look? Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation.
That's a 20. Yeah, you find some things. There is a pretty hefty sack full on one of them of the same Tessierwin coins that you had found in the home, right? So same stamping and stuff like that. So some kind of monetary value there, and a little note, a little folded up slip of paper in one of their satchel pockets. And it has a name that you actually know, and it comes up into your head here as you read it. It's signed by Magistrate Briga, which is, as you remember, into the hazy before, a large orc woman that gave you the bounty to find Zepha and bring him in. Looking at the note there, it specifies that an original bounty hunter group has failed in their capacity to bring in the Celestial, and that this group has been hired to A, bring in the Celestial, and B, kill the group that failed.
I see. Well, I'll keep that to myself, I guess. The coins. So what are the coins? Can I roll a history check to find out what that is?
Yeah. You've I think you've seen them before. Let me grab the handout again. But yeah, you can roll the history check as well. But I'll just, where did I put the coin handout? Come on, Joel.
I forgot how much I got that episode.
Oh, okay. I think I forgot as well. It's fine. We'll call it 300 because that's probably what she had. And boom. Okay. Yeah, so the coins look like that. They have the mask on the one side and the triquetra on the other side with words engraved in Celestial around it. But yeah, so taking your check here. If you want to do a history check, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. I have a proficiency in this because of my my class, my subclass.
Mm-hmm. So, an 18. They do not match any of the coins that you remember from the Prime Material plane. That kind of makes sense. They are silver in their make. It doesn't look like they're silver plated. They're like actual weight silver. So more than likely they are whatever the monetary usage is for this plane. Other than that, I'm not sure you can pick up where, like historically, what else there might be, just because you have not had any experience with them before, right?
So, yes, but I have whispers of the dead, so a ghost will tell me if I need to know something.
A ghost will tell you!
Yes.
Sure, okay.
Maybe the dead thing's wispy ghost in front of me. It's like, oh, by the way.
Yeah, it's the ghost of the guy that used to run this mill. That grizzled older dude. Goes, hey, who woke me up? I was sleeping in the hay here. And he looks down and says, hey, what are these bodies doing here?
Decomposing.
In my shed.
It's okay, you're dead too.
Huh? Oh. Dead again.
It happens. Would you know what these coins are? Like, what are they?
They're coins, son. What else do you want to know about the coin? They're made in one of the districts. Which one is it? It's the big middle one. Why do I feel so tired? The fourth quarter, Central District. Big government thing. They have a mint there.
Right. And I'm trying to think back to when we were in the market. They took gold from us, right? Not these things.
Oh,
Yes, dear.
yes. So, he like peers closely at you. Like, oh, good, you're awake. To keep up some of the appearances, they still accept gold from those that haven't come to their senses on where they're at. Real dealings here are done with these.
I see.
And these have value. And he tries to tap the coin with his ghost hand and it passes through it. These have value on all the other planes.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you. Request Captain Pache, and I turn my back to him.
Wait, and he like disappears. Ah!
What was that about? Anyway, how many coins do I get from the dead bodies here with my check?
The dead bodies, apparently, the first half of killing you is worth 100 of these.
Okay. Each or just between them all?
That was just all that was in the sack.
All right. Okay. Doing is content. I'm going to go and climb the roof now and watch.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Okay. And so we flash back to the inside where you're considering the Better Grain Estate, and you all roll me a d20 to see who gets the next nat 20 from the retweets. Thank you, chat. I appreciate that. Mirage with a 4. It looks like it might be you.
It looks like it might be Mirage.
Never mind.
Oh no, Lenore snuck in.
Okay, Lenore, you already have 2 from the beginning here. I'm gonna give it to Mirage. So Mirage, you pick up one of these
okay.
nat 20s as well. Great. Alrighty then. And with that, Dwin goes up to the roof, and we flash back here to the interior of the house where plans are being made. So
if we came through during the night, that would help with the chances of running into anyone. But we only still have 2 entrances, so the guardhouse and the carriageway, you said?
yes.
If we want to go by foot.
Oh, and she like looks to us. Right. Do all of you have wings?
No. Yeah, just 3 of us.
3. Well, that's and she looks at your options are much greater. Then getting over the walls should be no problem. You don't have to go through the gates. The only thing that would be stopping you are the doors to the estate itself, which. So there are enchantments, again, God of Magic, on all of the gates and doors, where if you work for Anweir, you can open them, but if you do not have a contract signed, you cannot.
Do you still have your contract signed?
Oh,
We still have a contract signed.
Oh,
I don't know if they've. Can it be magically voided?
well, actually, in the estate, there's a room that houses the contracts, and there is a bookkeeper who does the numbers for the estate and keeps track of the contracts of all of the guards and the servant folk. I suppose they would be
bounties count?
Oh, who signed your bounty?
I mentioned the orc lady's name.
Yeah,
Riga, I think it was. Right?
Unfortunately, our contracts are all stamped and signed by Anweir himself.
Yeah, he wouldn't be giving one of those to us.
No.
But is yours void? Did you run away before it could be, or?
I don't know. I can't imagine that he would have left it intact. If he knew about it. I'm not sure.
Are you willing to find out?
Well, we are going back to the city anyways. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Yes, I tried to be a thorn in Anweir's side, and I was not successful, but if I can help someone else more powerful do it, yes, I'll do what I can.
Is there any kind of punishment or what happens with these enchantments if someone who doesn't work for Anweir?
They just don't open. There's no explosion. Anweir takes great pride in his estate. He is a rather vain man. Loves the pomp and circumstance, the colosseums, the opera, all of those things. And nothing gives him more pleasure than his own estate. He would never do anything that would harm it.
Does he have magical locks on the windows?
You know what? I'm not sure. It feels like something that, in his paranoia, he probably would do, but I've never tried. Of course, when I was working there, whenever I opened a window, the locks would have opened for me anyways, right? I've never seen anyone else try to do anything. Maybe?
If we try like the highest windows, I can imagine maybe like the first couple might be taken care of, but
there are some windows on the 4th floor, and she like draws this tiered thing, and basically she's drawing this location up here at the top. Anweir has most of his important meetings in that room, but otherwise it lies mostly empty. If you were to reach it and get to one of the windows and they would open, then maybe that's a way in.
worth the shot?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. It's more than we had before.
And if we get into that room, who knows what we could find in there if it's empty of people.
Oh, well, having been in there and brought teas and cakes previously, I can tell you lots of large leather chairs, nice coffee table, some really good brandy, and not much else. It is a ceremonial room more than anything. Something for him to show off to guests.
So try and enter in from up above in hopes that he doesn't have any security measures, or figure out a way through the front. We could do something that my people like to call a Trojan Horse.
Out! The show's over.
I do know of that tactic, but in order for us to give a Trojan horse, would need something that he would want.
How about that brandy? Oh, we could just kidnap somebody. No, actually, that's probably not a good idea.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure if that's quite a Trojan horse. That seems more like an exchange, and I'm almost certain there's no one that we can kidnap that he would be particularly fond of.
Well, his champions, if you could find one of them. So you were at the arena, right? And
yeah.
Which means you probably saw some of them. He really prizes those, the ones that he makes and gives power to. They go on to serve as captains in one of the other planes for the coming war.
To me, he just seems like a man of force, and I have a feeling that forcing our way into his domain is probably not on our good side. What I'm trying to say is maybe we should take down his champions first, force him out, and weaken him in the process.
I haven't seen a single horse this entire time. I say from the roof.
Yes, there's nothing out here.
Oh, don't worry, we're going to build one.
We're gonna build one.
Okay, I'm all for fighting, in general, honestly, especially people that claim to be champions. Is the plan for us to coax him out and then sneak into his castle, his estate, or coax him out and just fight him? I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
I think
Probably coaxing him out and fighting him, to be honest. If he does...
Or we make one of you a candidate to be a champion. Play to his
Starts
vanity.
pointing at Carnifex.
I was like, yeah, sure. If that's an option, I wouldn't mind doing that. I guess that could technically get me working for Anwir.
So what is the plan here exactly? I climb into the window.
Yeah.
Do you want to just see the man or what? To get to him or to... I don't quite understand.
From what I'm understanding, from what I'm getting from everyone's suggestions is, and from what we've been told in general, is that the chances of us being able to convince this Anwir to just let us go is pretty unlikely. So we're going to have to either way get through that portal without permission.
Right.
I think that's the end goal, regardless of what we do in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The middle part, I think we have two options, maybe three. We sneak in. Because of the people we have that have flights, we will most likely just be able to fly over the wall and hope that our friend here, Luthali, I'm sorry, I'm old, I'm beyond my 8 years.
She goes, no, keep going.
Yes, and hope that she's able to open the door. If not, we'll try out the windows, most likely the higher ones, because they're, I suppose, less likely to be enchanted in any way. The other option is what Mirage suggested. It's a much more longer process, maybe safer, but we either coax him up by killing the champions and then fight Anwir, and if we get him out of the way, which I'll be honest, unlikely, we can then just go into the estate unimpeded. Or I try to be a candidate for one of Anwir's champions, and because of that, I'll technically be under contract by Anwir and have access to the rest of the estate, and that can just walk us through.
Oh, and we'll be like your pit crew.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've never seen a Troja before, but you mentioned kind of sneaking inside or something. 3 of you have wings, right? Couldn't you just say that we have 3 Celestials and we can go inside and present them to him and then from there talk?
I mean, yes.
I'm afraid of these things called magical cuffs. I know that sounds odd after having first met me, but I don't want to be impeded if he knows that we're Celestials and have that be our downfall.
Right.
Considering one of the champions fed off one yesterday morning in the arena.
Yeah. I don't know how much you could do to stop that from happening.
Amenable to be used as bait, but I would really like some guarantees that I don't end up like my cousin on the sands of that arena.
Yeah.
I mean, what other choice do you have, really?
I like the not getting caught one and sneaking in and just, poofing out of there.
Okay.
There's less
We can
of a
try
chance
that.
of my head getting chopped off.
All right. I am fine with anything. I was just thinking outside the house.
Yeah.
Outside the house. But if that's the decision, I'm good bait.
My only issue with that, honestly, I tried to be a man of my word, and I'm not entirely sure we'd be able to stop Anwar from doing honestly anything to you.
All right. If we were to take you there, he would like you kill you.
Yeah.
No offense to all of you, but how sneaky are you? You don't look very sneaky.
Let me check my spells real quick.
Not very sneaky.
Right. I mean, I could do it. But, then I would be gone and you'd still be here.
I think I can be sneaky. Nat 20, I'm going to use it when it happens. I think I can be sneaky when I need to be.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He does have guards in the house. You're more than likely to run into some of them.
Yeah, I think a fight is bound to happen regardless. It's just how many of them we can avoid.
Right. You didn't see anyone else coming, Dwin, when you were up there?
Not that I know of. Do I roll a perception or a history? Because I have to remember now.
No. You can just roll a perception. You have a baseline that you're going to get here. It's 21. No one had been, as far as you know, from the roof when you were there, had been making their way in this direction. That's a really good perception.
I try.
There, you could see from where you're at, people are moving in and out of the city, but no one has gone so far as to go into the woods and travel towards the cottage, right? You can see that things are still happening in the city, but as of right now, no one has made their way over here.
I like the idea of finding and taking care of the champions, but isn't that just going to incur the ire of this Anwar? And he's strong, yes? I mean, could we fight him? I don't think so.
I don't know.
How much does he like that brandy? As I look to...
Oh, well enough. I'm not sure,
Just trying to see if there's anything that we could use as a distraction when we do our Trojan Horse, or if we do our Trojan Horse.
Oh, well, he does receive shipments of various foods and wines and things. That particular type of brandy comes in every once in a while. He never personally accepts any of the shipments.
That's fine. Do you normally know how he allows that past security and where they normally park the cart and things like that?
They go through the guard's gate, and then they will unload into one of the lower basement doors.
I imagine they're searched before they're
yes, indeed. And they must be from the approved locations previous, so no unknown vendors and things like that.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Right, someone might try to poison your things.
Yeah. Yes.
Actually, quite jealous of his security.
He's pretty good at it. There's a reason for it all, really. He's been preparing, much as his siblings have, for the inevitable war against heaven. and so things have been taken more and more seriously in the recent times.
Question for the DM, because Brain, the portal is in his estate, right?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Yep.
And, sorry, when we find this portal, does anybody know how to use it?
No.
Anybody?
Yeah, Zephyr shakes his head. I wound up here on accident. I definitely don't know how to use any of those on purpose.
Then it sounds like we'll have to find some way of ingratiating ourselves with this. And the brandy idea I like, but just how much brandy does this thing like, you know?
And I feel like that's kind of hard in our current state.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Luthea, but do you think they like brandy enough to let 4, 5, I guess 6 souls out of hell for brandy?
Probably not.
No, not after, and he, like, looks at Zephyr. Not after all of this.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And to be fair, I mean, they drank that other Celestia like brandy, so, you know, it's stronger stuff.
Yeah. I think if we're going to go for ingratiating ourselves too, and the only idea I could think of is trying to become champions.
In the arena.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do we do that?
I turn to Zephyr.
Well, what?
Do you know how champions are chosen?
Oh, the arena, mostly, they fight their way up from the bottom ranks, and eventually, one of the champions sent to the other planes is brought back and is challenged. And if they lose, then a new champion is crowned. If they win, the former champion, then no new champion is crowned. There are only 10 champions at any given time.
And how do we find this mistress, the orc lady? What's her name again?
Yeah, the magistrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Briga. How do we find her? Her name was on this letter over here. Maybe, like to find some official way of getting into this thing. I don't know if going to the arena and just seeing a whole bunch of people all glossy-eyed is going to help us much.
Yeah. Briga has offices in the guard's house of the estate, and as well as, there is a bit of a small prison that she has access to as well, and has offices there, if you were to look for her. I think most of you have this like fuzzy memory of actually being inside the large guardhouse, gatehouse, where you got the original contract from.
Yeah. Are you sure that, Dwayne, are you sure that the magistrate's going to be happy to see us?
Heck if I know. I am a new hire. I don't know.
Zephyr, do we have to go through someone like the magistrate to apply to enter the arena? Or...
Oh, I'm not sure. I've never tried to enter the arena. I tend to stay out of hell as much as possible, Not really welcome so much down here. Luthele speaks. I actually know how that works. They have some open tryouts occasionally. We used to bake treats and things for all the would-be champions, before they stepped into the arena. A lot of the early rounds, it's figured out pretty quickly who's going to make it and who's not. A lot of them end in really no bloodshed as people find out they don't have the stomach to fight. The later rounds, however, only end in death and the consumption of the essence of the person who dies.
Fun. And is it all duels, or can we go in as a group?
I don't know. They do have group fights, like between like a melee. I'm not sure.
A team.
I don't know if they've ever
Party.
had teams.
Me and Lenore and even Valanth, should we even be doing this because of that?
Yeah, that is very much out in the open. It's in something like an arena.
I suppose yes, but it would also make you, like a better kind of spectacle, right? Three feathered people fighting for their lives and freedom. I don't know. I'm just out here by the window, and I'm just going to go behind the window again.
Okay.
It sounded like a good idea to me. I don't know.
Well, my wings are technically not visible all the time, but I'm maybe more concerned about fighting in the arena as being revealed as a celestial also.
Well, it's worth a shot. I mean, like, it's just an idea. Right now, we're just planning, I guess.
This is what planning's for.
Okay.
If we just get one of us ingratiated, could we not just?
Yeah.
Hey,
The champions
me?
are allowed to have guests at the estate.
Well, Dwayne does not necessarily. I am just a tabaxi. I don't have feathers, so I don't know if I can be a champion of sorts. If
Onifix the champion does have a ring to it, though.
it does, look at that shell and the nudity of the man. He's always naked.
So primal.
Right.
We just don't need clothes like everyone else does. We self-regulate our temperature for the most part. So, but yes, thank you. Like I said before, I'm entirely fine with challenging anyone in the arena and becoming a champion to see if that can get us an easier ticket into the estate. I'll see what I can do.
Right.
Okay. Because if you want to do the stealth thing, I'll have to test you because you're all clunky. No offense.
No, none taken.
Yeah, no, none taken.
Okay.
So does that sound like the plan?
I don't think we've actually come up with the plan that we are sticking with, have we, yet?
I thought we were sticking with the arena plan.
Okay, yes, I'll...
Yes. Carnifex the champion. Win something big party at the estate.
Right.
Yes.
I'll buy churros and cheer you on.
What? Rose. Okay.
I mean...
That's great. I love that. Okay. Having a bit of a plan, are we going to head back into the city and see what we can find?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Are we just going to walk straight up into the front door?
Should probably change. I will get out of this bear rug into something else.
Yeah, Lucy's like, oh, that's right. And she like goes in and gets you actual clothes. Sorry, I don't have anything that fits you, Carnifex, but here, and like she goes and like helps Lenore change. And you've got like you basically are just like wearing some very modest, regular clothing, and that's it. You don't have your armor, don't have weapons.
I give her like 5 javelins. I think you can
Just
use
pull
these.
them out from
It's like,
nowhere.
oh, here we go. Yeah,
Bundle of sticks.
bundle of
Bundle of
sticks.
sticks.
Cartoon like invisible pocket stars, pull it out from behind them. We're like, where did you keep all of them?
I think Zetha unbelts his short sword, right? He has his long sword and his short sword.
I'm just kidding. I
dead
actually
guys
have an
outside
extra
have
long
weapons.
sword.
You have an extra long sword.
I
Give
did
her the
not.
sword, Mirage. What are you doing?
I apologize. I
Here's a
don't know
bunch
what
of
I'm doing
pointy
here.
sticks. I could give you a sword.
I read the numbers
Dwayne.
wrong. I'm sorry.
Dwayne made a very good point, though. The people in the shed probably have weapons on them that
They
we can
do.
just.
Yeah, if you
Bit
want to.
stinky, but yes.
It's stinky. He's like, I was in there. Don't want to tell anyone about that. Oh, and I think at this point, like while we're like preparing to leave, Luther's like, did anyone happen to see a small chest somewhere full of silver coins?
I'm just gonna look at Dwayne.
Did anyone it was kind of my life savings, and we were attacked yesterday. Did anyone see them
Death savings.
take it? Death savings?
No. What?
So
What?
no one's. Okay. It might have made our time a little bit easier in the city. But that's okay. That's okay. We can still make it.
Lucky for you, the people outside had a lot of money on them.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yes.
Here, I can share with you, and I give her 100 of them.
Oh, right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She ties it to her like little satchel. She puts it in there. Right. Okay. If you see a small wooden trunk, just let me know, and
Oh,
I'll keep an eye
right.
out.
Maybe they had it outside. I'll look for it.
Right. Okay. Yes. You're right. So I guess we'll get going. How do you want to go back? Are we walking? Are we attempting to fly? It was a rather conspicuous way of escaping the city in the daytime. I mean, Dwyn did see people walking in and out of the city, so it's not like they've slammed the gates shut or anything like that.
Before we go, I want to change my clothes to one of the stinky ones.
You want to go get some stinky clothes?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. You get a couple of stinky clothes. For you, aren't you tall?
I am tall, but I don't stand at my full height.
Right.
If you've played World of Warcraft, you know the trolls, the male trolls, they kind of
They
hunch,
hunch
like this all
over?
the time.
Yeah. A lot of the clothes wears like crop tops on you if you choose to wear it, because they're very small.
Dwayne is big about 80s fashion. It's fine.
Nice, yeah, all right. Really shows off his tabaxi muscles too, because the sleeves are rather short. Yeah, looking pretty good. They are stinky though, unfortunately.
You instantly decide.
Okay, so how do we want to proceed back?
As bakers?
I'm just gonna be upfront. I'm pretty much naked.
Or
There
we
are no
could-
disguises I can wear.
Well, maybe we should get something to match.
Stinky
And
clothes?
Stinky clothes.
If I have to.
They're ripe.
That they are. We can wash them before we leave.
Good idea.
We just enter the city as we intend to go to the arena with you as the champion as fanfare.
Oh, so we're gonna be loud about it? I'm like I said before, I'm entirely fine with that.
I don't see why we don't just walk into the town.
Yeah, but like not trying to be sneaky, being, if we draw all the attention to Carnifex and, and we're heading confidently and strolling our way to the arena, make it very poignant that this is a champion walking down the street.
It's carne savages here.
Do you have... I turn to the baker and I say, do you have any bigger, not robes, but like curtains or like bed sheets or something?
We can fashion some of the curtains as something for him.
Yes,
A robe of
like
some
a
kind.
big regal cloak, and we'll hold the train
Right.
behind him.
Yes.
And we'll
Couple tassels,
Halifax.
maybe.
Right.
Yes.
These red ones, and she like goes over. And she's got like red curtains, golden tassels on it. And, like, yeah, we could put something together. I think.
Right. And then Black Wings and White Wings can hold the train behind him, like he's some kind of bride of death. And then we'll go inside, and then people will be like, "Wow, look at this guy." And I will hide, so you know if you get caught, I won't die.
hide.
Okay, yeah.
the
I'm
group
waiting for that part.
Yeah, the group that came, did all their cloaks match?
They were all very similar, but they didn't they weren't matching. Some of them were in various different states of like repair, but they did have very similar style cloaks. Yes.
We could just walk in.
Yes.
I mean, the fanfare and all of that will happen after that win, all of our matches.
True.
When's a good, yes, when you win the matches.
Yeah, yes. Why do you seem uncertain about that?
Just what we witnessed last time we were in the arena. It was...
Yeah, but I wasn't in there fighting, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
It's
true.
fine. He doesn't have to fight a cowman until he's killed like at least 20 people. They're good, right? Well,
I don't know how
they're
it
good.
works.
Not sure about him. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. You know, like, apparently he's the strongest. I don't know for sure. I don't want to try it out. I'm not a duelist. But that wasn't a call out. I'm just saying. Okay.
No, it's fine.
All right. Yes. Stick attack. Just joking. Just joking. Okay.
Okay. So we
let's get
just
going.
want to walk. All right. We'll do that after we take our little break here. We're going to head back into the main city here and attempt to make Carnifex a champion.
Yeah.
What could possibly ever go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. We
It's
will
a
be
foolproof plan.
right back after our break here. Thanks for tuning in to the first half of DieFall Presents Ruin Crimson. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to DieFall Presents Ruin Crimson. We're gonna go make Carnifex champion. Probably. Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. And our little family grows slightly larger this day in the inclusion of another companion here, Luthale, the former baker / poisoner.
Who may or may not poison us in our sleep.
Yeah.
Or breakfast.
Right, over breakfast. What's a little
I didn't
poison
eat, by the way.
amongst you? Didn't eat? Okay.
No, I have rations or something.
Okay. Taking advantage of the rations. Got it.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second she said she started poisoning people, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't eat anything that she made.
Wow. Carnifex is still alive.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
I'm
It might
doing
not be
great.
turtle poison. You don't know.
It doesn't affect turtles the same way. That's what we found out.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So we
Carnifex is a poison type, what?
is a poison type.
He's a war turtle, so technically he's actually just a water type. But I think poison types are like half as effective against water types.
Yes.
If I'm correct. Yeah.
That sounds right. It dilutes the poison. I'm making stuff up now.
Oh, no.
It's totally fine. When your blood's made of water, right? Okay, so we start heading back. It's easy enough to like know where the city is and how to get back there and all of that kind of stuff. But what I would like from everyone is a perception check. Oh, those are good.
19.
Wow.
21. I pressed it twice somehow.
Oh.
21, 17, 18, 18. Wow. Okay. That's dope. So you start heading back. And you reach this little bridge. This bridge over some troubled water. and you note something approaching in the distance. Not just one something, but quite a few somethings wearing armor that shines in the sun. And they seem to have this like reddish tint to their skin and these long pointed ears, black hair. And you see walking amongst them an enormous man with the head of a lion heading this direction. With those perception checks, you have spotted him much before he has actually reached the bridge itself. But he's here. And he is heading this way.
Has he seen us?
Let's find out.
Oh, God.
Well, this makes things easy, doesn't it? We can just...
Yeah, we just do the thing. And yeah, they're approaching the bridge that you're on right now. And I think he does not notice.
Oh.
But one of his scouts does.
God damn it.
There's a whistle from the north side of the river, and you can see another one of these red hobgoblins standing there. And then, like, they all stop on the far side of the bridge. You have time here to make a decision on what you want to do. But it's got to be quick.
Well, we want to fight in the arena, but they've already attacked us. So, I don't know.
Well, these might not know who we are.
They
The
just
person
shoot
with
people.
the lion head is definitely Anwir, right? It's Anwir.
Oh, yeah. He's huge.
Yeah, okay, cool.
He's, you can notice him. This is like big old mane dreadlocks and stuff. He's a massive dude.
Impress him?
I'll see what I can
You
do.
could act like your celestial servants if he has a problem with it.
He did, yes.
Okay, but I'm just gonna tell him that I want to challenge their champion. That's what we're doing, right?
I will hide.
I'm pretty
that's-
sure he saw
that's
us,
the
but
short
okay.
of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Carnifex is going to he's gonna yell across to Anwir.
Okay.
I hear that you recruit or look for candidates to be new champions.
Uh-huh. Sure. You know what? Let's just do this too.
Oh boy.
Oh, this brings back memories.
Man, what is it with you guys in bridges, huh? Am I right?
We need to start just burning some of these down. That's saying.
Trying to get
That's what
both of you
I'm
in the same frame here, so I'm gonna move you forward so we can see both of you at the same time. Yeah, it's fine. He won't probably hurt you. Okay,
Probably.
so you yell out to him. What did you say again? As I was getting us all over here.
Yeah. I hear you look for new candidates to be champions. Well, I would like to throw my name into the ring or the arena. That's actually where we're heading to now.
And he like sniffs the air a bit here. He looks at you. You are rather small. Do you think that you have a chance against any of the current champions?
I don't know. I haven't seen most of them. I heard there's 10. I think I only had the pleasure of seeing one. And I think with enough time, yeah, I could take him on.
Luthele, come out from where you're hiding. And we watch as an owl comes flying down and lands on his shoulder. Very similar owl to who we saw last night. Luthele
The owl, I told you, the owl.
steps up and says, Lord Anwir, it's a pleasure to see you again. And Anwir doesn't address her, but looks at Carnifex and says, You travel with a traitor. Might you explain yourself?
We don't know these lands or how things function very well. So we were just going with them to give us a lay of the land, how things work here. They're actually how we found out about this whole champion thing, which is, like I said, why we're heading there now.
Is that right? Lutherle, what game are you playing at? You wouldn't have had anything to do with the loss of my hunters, would you? And she won't look up at him, and you see that she is shaking in front of you on this side of the bridge.
Is that what they were, the ones that were coming after us? Is that you sent them?
Coming after us? You were originally tasked to bring a celestial in. It seems that you awoke to your decisions and decided not to follow through.
Yes, I chose not to. Everyone else I forced them along.
I can smell them, you know. I can smell heaven on them. You have more than one. Fine. You want your chance at a champion? I'll give it to you. But I will be taking them, one way or another. He takes one big claw in front of him and swirls it around. And from black smoke in the center of the bridge, out steps the Minotaur that you saw in the arena. You want to take a champion's spot? Here's your chance. But I can assure you, your friends and their delicious divinity will not be leaving. And he turns around and yells over his shoulder, "Handle it! And bring me their heads when you're done." And he is going to just start walking away. And a couple of these hobgoblins are going to start going with him. And I think on that note, as the Minotaur paws at the ground here, breathing heavily through his nostrils, pulling out his great axe, I'm going to need you guys to roll me some initiative, please.
The moment he appeared and put out his great axe, kind of summon my weapon as well.
Oh, he just pulls it out. Yeah, you can draw your weapon, for sure.
Yeah, my weapon is a summon, so I have to actually summon it. Okay.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to click your thingy.
Don't forget to click the thingy.
War pick. Awesome.
Ooh, Mirage, that's a 22. Oh my goodness.
21.
All right, Chad, I'm going to try and get this where you can see everyone.
17. As he oh god, I forgot. He's naked. I think he just gets his hand and bites into it and draws blood, and you just see the blood form into just a large pickaxe that he holds and points at the Minotaur.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Let's see. Who do I got in here? Okay, my turn. Hang on. We'll get the Minotaur boy on here first. And then got ourselves a couple of these hobgoblins. So as they start to move away, you can see that it looks like 5 or 6 of them remain. So the Minotaur is absolutely not alone. And they begin to draw out these bows from their backs here. Looking like they're just planning to fire across the river here. We'll go ahead and just get them on. All right. I don't think anyone's going to beat Mirage here. I will check in just a moment. So Mirage, what do you think you want to do here? Ooh, yeah, 22 at the top.
I have two options. Both of them are not very smart. I'm gonna go ahead and use my movement. Actually, no, just dash action, 60 feet.
Oh, Jesus, okay. We're in it.
Look, and as I'm running past Convex, I'll try to distract him and take him down as much as possible. You've got this.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the Hobgoblin just start firing at you as you start running across. Just gonna pull the longbow and go. It's a 22 to hit, which will do so for 6 points of piercing damage. And then Dwyn, I've got you hiding back here. I just made the assumption that you are indeed stealth because you never roll low. So you're just back here.
Always invisible, always
invisible.
Always sneaky. Yes. So now I am going to, I guess, attack or something. I now have the sharpshooter feat, so I can shoot sharply. And, I don't have a natural 20 on me, so I'm just going to attack with my short bow. I guess I'll attack the Minotaur or something.
Okay. Violating the terms of the duel already, Dwyn.
Okay, all right, okay, fine. I'll shoot the Hobgoblin in the face, one that's aiming at me
Yeah, this one over here, 100 feet away.
I have sharpshooter.
Yeah, sharpshooter. Yeah, you're good. Look at you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll at advantage. He has no idea that you're there.
Okay, so I guess roll.
The 18.
Okay, I don't know how to roll at advantage with this.
It's okay. We got 18 and 10. I can see both of them here. So the 18 will just hit past the armor of the Hobgoblin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we'll take that as 10 piercing and 6 sneak attack damage, which is enough to shoot this dude in the face and he dies.
Oh. Well, that was nice. Okay. I think that I will also check my feats and stuff. Yes. So it's a waste because he's already dead. I'll wait.
Okay. This one here. Now, seeing his friend get shot, he's going to absolutely fire back.
I need cover.
Yep, you are behind cover, and with that cover, it is going to fuck directly into it and not be able to do anything there. He's going to start moving around this way to try and see if he can't break that. Carnifex, it's your turn.
I think, what am I going to do? So he's going to immediately take a step this way. And then, I don't know if I actually have this. Let me just check real quick. No, I don't. Okay, so, and he's going to immediately cast Hoarfrost on his war pick, as you just see the weapon made of blood, the solidified blood, freeze over at the pointed end, and then he's gonna point it at this Minotaur. And am I just gonna run into?
You know, run into melee with a Minotaur?
Yeah, you know what? I might. Nah, I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah. I was tempted. I was thinking about it. Does that hit? 26.
Yeah, 26 will definitely hit. Yeah, he's a big, beefy boy, but he's not wearing any armor, right? He's just like this thick Minotaur with a big ol' axe for 6 points of damage. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that adding? Oh, that's not 6. It'll be 11 because it's meant to add my. I got Agonizing Blast. It's meant to add my charisma.
Oh, you have Agonizing. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to actually fix that.
Okay. 11 total. Got it. Okay.
And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. A couple of these Hobgoblins are gonna go here. Roger, in the middle of the road, they're gonna fire off 2 shots here. One will miss. One is a nat 20. And will hit for 8 points of piercing damage as another arrow finds the mark here.
Who are they aiming for?
Mirage.
Oh.
The one up top, however, is gonna shoot at Luthalai. It's gonna hit.
Oh.
It's gonna hit her for 9 piercing damage, and she goes down from the arrow.
Okay.
Lenore, it is your turn. Dibs on her. You already took everything, Dwin.
Oh my god.
Nora's gonna run up to Luthley and cure wounds.
Okay.
Five points.
Okay. 5 points return to her, and she coughs herself back awake and looks up and sees you. Ow. Ow. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, hide in the trees or something.
Right. And she like gets up and stumbles southward towards the tree line. Okay. Lenore, you have more movement remaining if you'd like to use it in your bonus action.
Yes, she'll just move up to here. Oh, no, she's fine.
Okay. The one far south here is also going to shoot at Mirage. But will miss though, as Mirage nimbly dodges out of the way. It is now the Minotaur's turn, and the Mirage, you are right between the Minotaur and his target.
Real quick, I'm gonna say, do you dare? You're gonna do it.
And he's gonna just start charging forward. He lowers his head, and his attempt is to go through you. Do you want to eat the attack or attempt to dodge it?
I would like to attempt to dodge. In fact, I would like to bamp my wings out, attempt to roll off the bridge.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I would like to nat 20 it.
Okay. Good plan. As he is going straight through, as you dodge off the bridge here, he's going straight forward at Carnifex and is going to attempt to hit you with his horns. He rolls a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It will hit for 17 piercing damage.
17.
And I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Strength. Okay. I'll do the strength first. Oh, my strength is not very high. -1.
Oh no! Okay. You get hit by the horns, and he lifts up, and you get thrown into the water, going splashing into the river below here, and are knocked prone. So for the time being, the wind's knocked out of you, and you just hit the water. Okay. Thank you, chat, for.
Deep is the...
How deep is it?
Yeah.
Well, you don't immediately touch the bottom, so deeper than your body for the moment. Nat 20 for Dwin, so we've got one of those in the pocket here. I'm going to go ahead and add that, and then we used one for Kayla here. Okay, cool. So let me grab. Ooh, I've got one sitting in my pocket, and I totally forgot about it. All right, so Mario, you've got a nat 20 in your pocket there too. Mirage.
Okay.
Top of the order. You have moved out of the way, but you hear the impact of Carnifex getting hit by this Minotaur and tossed into the river.
Oh, Connie. And I just go fly over to him, and I... Permission to Princess Carrie?
Yeah, okay.
He's like in the water, just like... You're amphibious, right? Like you can breathe underwater. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna plop you back onto the bridge so you can go back into your duel.
I'm honestly fine. I'm honestly so fine with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my movement to get to this guy because that's 30 feet right there from where I was, and I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to swing on him.
Okay.
Let's go over here, and it's gonna be a two-handed longsword. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately with a 9, he kind of just moves out of the way of your first strike here, and then tosses his bow down to the side and draws his own sword.
And just cause, I'm gonna go ahead and use Light of Hope. I'm just gonna kind of beam with a bright light as I take as many hit points equal to my level, and now that we leveled up, that's 4, so
yeah.
There you go. And then that ends my turn.
Okay. That Hobgoblin's dead. Dwin, what do you want to do?
Okay, right. Well, I'm running out of people in front of me to tank this thing. I don't want to piss it off, but I'm going to piss it off. I'm going to peek out this way because I know this guy on the top side is looking at me. I'm going to aim my crossbow at the Minotaur because he broke the rules of the duel by trying to charge through the lady. And I'm going to shoot at him.
Okay.
Crossbow. Natural 20.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sharpshooter.
Okay. So.
Wait. Yes.
The sharpshooter bonus.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that doubles. I think it's just a dice.
Yeah,
roll.
it's just base. It'll just add the 10. He just can't miss, right? So what I need is just roll the short bow and the damage twice. And we'll just subtract anything that's not a die roll out of it on the second one. That's the nat one. Love that. Okay, so the first is 9, so it's 15. So it'll be 19 plus 3, so 22 plus your sharpshooter, so 32 points. I think I mathed that out right. It'll be 32 total points of damage as you hit this dude in the neck with an arrow.
Okay. She did it.
And he goes, whips around and just giant neck muscles. Little arrow just stuck in it there. Just
Bonus action to hide.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Okay. All right. 16.
Okay, excellent. This one here, Lenore, you are moving across, so he's going to start taking shots at you. It will be a 16 to hit without any of your armor here. That does hit for 2 points of piercing damage. Carnifex, you are in the water.
Yes. So the moment like Carnifex took like that damage, took like the horn to the gut, you see the war pick in his hand like pulse and then change shape again, and it became a scythe, and in his hands he's holding a scythe about as long as him, again made of just solidified blood with a frosted over blade. And I think he slowly stands up and cracks his back. As you know, you said I don't really hit the ground, the bottom, right?
Yeah,
so I'm kind of like
you're like right now, you're kind of just like in the water. If you go anywhere back, you're gonna start touching land pretty quickly. The thing is, you're moving. This river is flowing. So like during your turn, you're just moving back like this.
Okay. Okay, in that case, wait, I'm gonna put right here. I'm gonna take a step back so I can at least get like some footing down.
Yeah, kind of brace yourself against the river here.
Yeah, and I'll take another step. I don't know. I really want to fight this thing. I don't want to slash at it. Yeah, I'm gonna take another step back, and then on myself, I'm gonna cast on my blade. I'm gonna cast darkness, and you just see from the tip of my blade, it 15-foot radius ball sphere of darkness just appears around me. And that's going to be the end of my turn as
this is magical darkness, correct? So it is you are very much obscured in here.
Yep.
Okay.
But I can see perfectly.
Okay. All right.
Inked himself in the water.
Yeah. He inked. He inked. Okay, cool. Excellent. The next one up. Oh, my turner busted. Son of a bitch. It's fine. Carnifex is the Hobgoblin. Okay. Sorry, I had to reset that chat. We've got 2 with the with the bow and the arrow at yeah. Okay. Fortunately, these are both going at Lenore here. The 17 will end up hitting. The 10 will miss. The 17 hits for 4 piercing damage as you now take the second arrow here, Lenore. It is your turn.
What was that last one that hit?
A 17.
That was a 17.
Yes.
Okay, I would have done reaction shield.
Okay.
And that would put me at 18 AC.
Okay. You get 18 until your next turn.
Down 1.
Well, technically your reaction resets right now. So your reaction resets right now. So you basically block it and then it's your turn.
And that's totally good with me. Oh man, I am all by myself. I am going to cast Blade Ward. And oh dear. Gonna just step to the side.
Okay, the end of your turn, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. Sounds good. All right, so on the next one here, the one up to the furthest portion to the north. Let's see. Okay. He knows you're there. You do have cover.
I am one with the tree and the leaves.
Yes, so it is a difficult shot for him, but he is going to try and pin you down here. He does roll a 20.
With 3/4 cover, how much?
3/4 is +5. So it is exactly at your AC with 3/4.
Bah, humbug.
Bah humbug for 7 points. As he finds you amongst the trees and the leaves. Okay, the other two here. One to the south has pulled out the sword and will utilize it in a two-handed fashion and will end up missing Mirage. Damn. So no good on the hit against Mirage there. The other one with the longbow is going to take a shot over at Lenore. And we watch as he rolls double nat ones and his string snaps, and he no longer has a longbow to function.
Beautiful.
Zepha's like, wow, I totally forgot I was in the initiative for this. I should do something. And yells at Lenore and says, Lenore, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Take out the other little things.
Other little things. And he will take to the sky and fly. Yeah, he'll have to dash, but he will end up on the far side drawing his sword. Okay. The Minotaur, however, does not have an immediate target except for one person. Hello, Lenore.
Hi.
No.
And he stomps forward.
Wow, this guy really sucks at dueling.
Right?
I didn't even do the compelled duel. Jeez.
And is going to raise his great axe and rolls a 20.
Yep.
And that 20?
No, I just went with regular 20 here. For 20 slashing damage, the great axe comes down on you.
So 10 because of Blade Ward.
Yep. Reduced as it's kind of knocked to the side by your magical ward, reducing the amount of damage that you take there, fortunately. And it bellows in your face angrily. Mirage, it is your turn.
I would like to attempt to hit the hobgoblin in front of me.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, two-handed. My gods.
That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it, Mirage. That's an 11.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself then.
Okay. Lay on hands is an action.
Oh, not a bonus action.
Not a bonus action.
That'll end my turn.
Okay. Dwyn?
Okay.
He somehow found a way to shoot you. What do you want to do?
I am going to find a way to shoot him back with my bow. So I'll roll it.
Okay. He knows you're there. Unfortunately, the 10 is not going to be enough to get through the armor there as he steps to the side. Question for you, though.
Okay.
The optional aim feature, did you take that?
A feature? No.
Okay. Just thought I would ask.
I don't know what that is.
So as a rogue, where they introduced in Tasha's, you can sacrifice your movement and use your bonus action to give yourself advantage on a strike.
Oh,
and it's called aiming.
In that case, yes, I did.
Okay, roll it again.
Okay.
It just means you can't move, you can't hide, you can't do any of that stuff. You just take your shot, and then that's the turn. But it guarantees advantage. With an 11, unfortunately, still not going to work. And it guarantees the advantage and the application of your sneak attack if you do hit. So that's kind of the importance with it there. Just unfortunately can't do anything else after you do it. So, all right. Unfortunately, that will still miss. The Hobgoblin up here doesn't want to shoot through his Minotaur buddy, so he's going to shoot down to the south here, where Mirage is. And he will miss, fortunately, pretty heavily here. Carnifex, you're in the water. It's dark. What do you want to do?
I mean, I can see great.
Yes, for us, though, in our camera, it's dark. It's very dark. We can't see any of this.
So as Carnifex slowly starts walking out of the water up the bank, the darkness follows him because he casted it on his scythe. He's going to use his bonus action to stack a bit more damage on this scythe before he finally hits, and uses Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. And out of the darkness, you just see astral projection of dragon's head just burst out and roar, and then seep back into his staff as now his staff does an extra 1d4. I want to choose thunder damage.
Okay.
And that's a bonus action. And then he's going to walk up to this.
The frost portion of that was like a non-concentration thing as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So he walks up to him, because his scythe is a reach weapon, he's going to stay 10 feet back. And as he swipes at this Minotaur, he's going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay. So you take your next couple steps up. Jesus. A lot of stuff going on there, huh? This does, however, put Lenore into the darkness itself.
That is fair.
Okay. And Booming Blade. Okay.
Yeah. Let me get that real quick. Booming Blade. That rolled a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So because I'm using my actually I get advantage because he can't see me. But I can see him. So just in case if there's another one. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so 24. Same thing. So roll 20 is really weird with this. Because the scythe that deals 2d4 plus 5 damage. Oh, that was a crit. But okay, that's
So the scythe damage here is 11, right?
Yeah.
The cold damage is 3. The thunder damage will apply if he moves, right?
Yes. Oh no. The thunder damage from Booming Blade will apply if he moves, but from the chromatic gift.
That's okay.
Gift,
2 separate things.
Yeah.
Jeez. So which one's the chromatic gift one? There's a lot of thunder damage on here.
Yep. Sorry. I didn't realize how messy this would be on roll 20. So I'll go with the 11 damage was from the scythe. 2 would be from the lightning, and then 2 would be from the cold. So 16 damage in total.
Okay. Deal 16 damage to the Minotaur here with your scythe slashing out. And I think I have you like 1 too far back here, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, and he is also in the darkness.
Yeah, and then I'm going to take several steps back. Actually, how much movement do I have left?
That's it. You are spent.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's enough for me. Then I'll just stay there.
Okay.
As I wait for him to move.
Yeah. Let me just go ahead and get all of that in there. Great. Cool. The Hobgoblins, I mean, they're... Oh, he's right next to Zephyr. Never mind. He's going to attack Zephyr with his longsword here. Will end up missing. The next one will do the same thing. Longsword will end up missing. Lenore, it is your turn, and it is dark. What do you want to do?
Dark.
Sorry.
Gonna step into the light. Side step there so she can see. And she's gonna two-hand this longsword. And I'm using a nat 20 and Divine Smite.
Okay. Sure. Fine.
Yes.
God, who gave those to you? Who would do that?
Okay, so damage.
Yep, you can just do the damage again.
Why won't it let me click it?
I don't know. It's been doing that recently, where it just like auto rolls the damage rather than having you click. So it's kind of, hey, look, we'll just take that one then. That's easy.
And then
15. All right.
Hello. Okay, it doesn't. I'll do a roll anyway. 2d8 is divine.
Yeah, so it'll be 48 with the crit.
Is are they a fiend at all?
They are not.
Undead? Okay. Didn't think so, but thought I'd ask.
Oh, it's so many ones. Oh. All right, for 6 total there. So it'll be 21 total points of damage against the Minotaur here as you strike and smite with your critical hit. He's not down yet, though. Seems pretty ripped up from the last 2 attacks here. Okay. Lenore, anything else? Bonus actions or otherwise?
Nope.
Okay. The Hobgoblin to the north is this, we're in arrow battle here between each other. It's gonna shoot down towards Dwin. Does not hit Dwin. Great. We move on to the next one. Okay, the next 2, however, the one towards the south in front of Mirage is going to take their longsword and attempt to strike at you. That is a 14, so it'll just barely miss here. The other one, however, will make themselves known in front of Zephyr and attempt to strike him as well. Zephyr is now getting himself surrounded. That does hit him. Will hit him for about 6 slashing damage here. So he is thoroughly embroiled in some fight, and he will be able to strike back. Unfortunately, he does not hit. His first strike will miss. His second strike will crit and kill this dude immediately. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. Okay, good to go. Nice. The Minotaur, however, can't see the dude in the darkness. But the DM does have a tool for this.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna do it. He wades into the dark, and we're gonna use our nat 20. Yeah.
Oh, he takes 1d8 damage.
Roll it.
7 points of thunder damage.
7 points.
Boom.
It explodes outwards, and he roars in pain, and then brings his great axe down for 29 total points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
The darkness fades, Carnifex collapses to the ground, and the Minotaur turns after that 8 points of damage and faces poor Lenore. Another nat 20? Oh my god, did we get another one? Jesus, dudes.
Yep.
Come on now. All right, everyone roll me a d20. Who's getting it?
I rolled a nat 1.
Rolled a nat 2.
Hey, you're on the ground. Give it to me.
Oh, you can use it to get yourself up for this saving throw.
Yeah,
Like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Carnifex, I think you get this one.
Yeah.
That is a nat 1. Yeah, you can use that on your death save if you would like to. All right.
What does a nat 20 on a death save do? Just 2
Wakes you
saves? Or wakes me up, I don't know.
It gives you 1 HP, you are conscious, and you have your turn.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so it basically gets you up at that start of your turn there. Mirage, lots of baddies over here.
I just am trying to be useful and failing at it. Man, I'm gonna attempt to swing again.
Okay.
Oh, why did that not do a thing? Hold on. Oh, momentum.
Let's do a thing.
Everything is.
21! Oh, yes.
Okay, and then bonus action, Wrathful Smite.
Okay. All right, so you cast this with your bonus action. Concentration up to 1 minute. So the next time you hit, which is this one. So generally you need to cast these first, just as a heads up.
Oh.
Not until after you cast, because it is the next melee weapon attack, but it's fine. Your weapon deals an extra d6 of psychic damage, so it does 5, so it is 14 total points of damage. There's no saves to be made here because he dies. So he gets wrathfully smited and dies to your sword.
And then DM, I've kind of been embroiled in battle, and I don't really see what's going on behind me, but I do see that Zephyr is still got a bunch of...
A lot of dudes.
Yep, a lot of dudes, so I'm going to go ahead and step in to try and assist. Okay,
sounds good. All right, and we will be able to do that on your next go. Dwayne.
Okay, so a long shot here, but I'm going to step out of cover.
Who is he?
Here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take my steady aim bonus action, and then I'm going to say that I'm going to use my feet for shooting, sharpshooter.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll twice.
Okay.
And
sharpshooter is -5, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, an 11 is not going to be enough to hit there. As a note, when you use aim, you can't have moved at all.
Okay.
But just so you know. Okay. But yes, an 11 unfortunately will miss as you take your aim here to try and deal the killing blow to the creature, and it flies off into the river.
It killed the fish.
It killed the fish. Doof. That fish is very much dead. We should probably pick that up later and cook it. Great. Okay. The hobgoblins are going to do their thing. I think this guy probably thinks that it's pretty well handled down here, right? He's going to fire off a shot at Lenore. Will fortunately miss. And it is now Carnifex's turn.
I'm going to use my nat 20 to get right back
I'm
up.
shocked. I'm so shocked. You are at 1 HP and prone on the ground.
Yes, so I use my scythe to stand myself back up and just say, I'm not fucking done yet. And
is your scythe there?
Yes.
After you fall?
It has to be, yep. It only disappears after a minute and only 6 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Same with the Hoarfrost and the, what's it called? Chromatic Dragon Gift. So I still have all of those on my scythe as I use my nat 20 immediately to take this thing out.
Both of these in one turn. Okay, dude. Roll all the damage then. I'll let you do the math.
Okay. So it's 2d4 for the scythe. Normally, so crit is 4d4. Then another 2d4 because of the chromatic dragon. Then another 2d4 for the Hoarfrost. So that's 8d4.
Oh my god.
8d4 plus 5. I don't know how to roll anymore. Is it /rolled?
You can do slash roll or /r space and then how many d4, so 8d4. Oh, I accidentally pulled my headphones out.
30 points of damage.
Whoa! All right, so how do you kill him? Whoa!
So afterwards, with this scythe, he just stands himself up, and you can see like lightning and just like a cold mist coming off his scythe as he picks himself up again, and just I think it's facing Lenore right now because it attacked Lenore last. From Lenore's vantage point, you just see the blade of the scythe appear by the side of his neck. Suddenly, it's on the other side, and you just see the head of the Minotaur roll off, and the body slumps down in front of Lenore, revealing bloody Carnifex behind it. Like I said,
disgusting.
Like I said, when I win.
Nora's like,
Oh.
Big old great axe gash in her, right? Like, just like, fine.
And then that's the end of. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna bonus action. I think I still
30 points of damage.
With darkness down. I should have put armor of Agathis. That would have helped a lot as well. Yeah, I'm gonna misty step into cover because I'm just chilling with 1 HP. I'm gonna misty step behind. Can I misty step that far? I'm gonna be behind that bush with yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like I'm hiding. I'm gone.
I'm hiding. So you just see in a puff of like, it almost looks like a mist of blood. He disappears and then reappears.
Wow.
Behind a bush beside Dwayne.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Mirage, I think I might have missed this. You also have you have a nat 20 as well. I didn't see the bits. So I think that's on you. So you get that. All right. Excellent. Carnifex killing the big boy. Fortunately here. The Hobgoblins are going to do their thing. One of them is going to attack Zephyr. The other one is going to attack Mirage. They're the two right over here. So 1-2 attacks here. The one against Zephyr is going to end up missing. The one against Mirage does hit. Is a 21 to hit for 5 slashing damage here. Yeah. Okay. Lenore, what do you want to do?
Well, she's gonna very shakily make her way across the bridge.
Okay.
Ready? And then she is going to shoot at this with Sacred Flame.
All right. Get a little dexterity action in here. Of course, my sheet breaks right when you do this. It's fine. 16 on the dex save.
They saved.
Yeah, so he dodges out of the way there as you make your way down the bridge. Lenore, anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. A bunch of hobgoblins here. 2 more of them. One to the very far north. This one up here. Locked in battle, as we are, Dwayne. Locked in battle. Fire! He rolls a 17 to hit. Fortunately, with your cover here, you are okay. And I think he's getting bored of not being able to fire at you. He's gonna start moving this way. Okay. The next 2, scroll down and find them here. Oh, that one's dead. Never mind. So next, please let me delete this guy. There we go. All right. This guy's gonna come around to this side and make an attack against Zephyr with his longsword as well. Strike! As a 21 to hit. It will definitely hit him for 5 more damage here. Okay. Zephyr looking a little hurt now, but will retaliate as such, landing 1 singular blow here for 10 slash. Yeah, he does enough damage here. Bop. That guy goes down. Mirage.
I'm gonna attempt to bop that one right there. Bop him on the head.
Okay.
Like a little field mice.
23. Nice.
Oh my god, I did a thing.
You did a thing.
And then, wait, I'm dumb. Do I have to declare Divine Smite beforehand?
Divine Smite, you get to do after.
Okay, neat.
Because it is not a spell, it is an ability. It just takes a spell slot.
Okay, neat. I'm gonna go ahead and pew one of my spell slots right there for that.
Nice.
And I'm gonna do
2d8.
an extra 2d8.
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 9. Wow. Okay. Big points of damage. Yeah. You divinely smite this dude, and he incinerates in your holy light. It's fine. I'm sure he's fine in there somewhere in the divine fire. Okay. Great. Dwyn, what do you want to do? Carnifex is next to you. He looks really hurt.
Okay, well, sorry. I go, I step in front of him, and so I look across the bridge, and oh, that one's dead already. Okay, no, okay, I stay where I'm standing.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot. No, yes. I'm going to shoot the knucklehead who shot at me.
Okay.
So with my bow, and because I am not moving, I'm going to go ahead and steady aim and shoot him.
Okay. 14, unfortunately, is not enough to hit. As it glances off his armor.
What's with my rolls? I have a +6.
You do have a +6.
No.
It's +6.
Damn it.
All right. Hobgoblin's going to do the thing. This one is going to fire off at Lenore as you are making your way across the bridge here. It is a 15 to hit, Lenore. Okay. For 6 piercing damage. As it does so, Carnifex, it is your turn. I think he's going to start coming down here to kind of block your way.
100. Okay. How far is the person that we've been doing, like, the one that's been taking pot shots at? How far away? Is it this one here? Yeah,
so the one up there, it's 80 feet-ish. You probably have to move a little bit to get, like, into the line of sight, but yeah.
He's gonna... again, like at this point, he's using this scythe as a little walking stick,
just like leaning on it,
and moves here, and then points the scythe at this hobgoblin and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll it up.
So that is. Oh wow!
Ooh,
not one.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense, to be honest. I'm not feeling too good.
Just roll me a D100.
Okay.
For fun.
3.
The Eldritch Blast, as you attempt to make it emanate from your hands, backfires. Regardless of a D4 worth of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Carnifex goes down as we watch the force damage explode in his face. I was gonna give you like a really like good percentage on it. It just needed to be higher than a 20, but that's a 3 there, man. That's a 3.
I'm an old man who almost died like 6 seconds ago.
And yeah, your magic explodes in your face and you go down. And right next to you, Dwayne, you hear this explosion of force, and he's just on the ground.
Oh. Requiescat in pace.
Okay, Lenore, what do you want to do?
Oh, I didn't take healing word. That was dumb. Okay. Well, I guess gonna try and sword burst.
Sword burst is self.
Oh wait, sorry, the other one. Sacred Flame, the other one. That starts with the S.
Sure. Okay. Rolls a nat 20 on the dex save. That is a 21. You do have your movement and bonus action remaining.
Okay.
Okay, moving back. Got it. All right. Let's see who's left alive over here. This guy up here sees Lenore retreating and fires off an arrow. It's a 15 to hit Lenore.
Yeah.
For 4 piercing damage. This one next to Zepha is going to strike out with his long sword. Will hit. It's a 22 to hit for 3 damage. Got him, Dad. All right. Zepha will strike back. And will miss. Ooh.
No, Zepha, no.
Yeah, misses. Okay. Mirage.
You're doing great, Zepha. And I pat him on the back and I do laying on hands.
Okay.
And I give him 10 hit points.
Oh, wow.
I then just kind of go over these dead bodies right here and make myself a target in front of this guy.
Sure. Yeah. You note this guy's like aiming another shot down towards Lenore, and when you get in the way, he has to like step to the side, toss down the bow, and draw his sword here. Okay. Dwayne, what would you like to do?
Okay. Hear me out. I'm going to try and forget this fool. I don't care about him anymore. This one looks juicy. I'll go ahead and I'll shoot him. Yes?
19 will hit. for 12 damage. It will find the mark as Mirage gets there, and you see him fumbling for his sword in the sheath. The arrow hits him square in the noggin and puts him down.
Dane. Oh,
Damn it, Twin!
Again with this!
Dane. I am going to now also do Whales of the Grave. So that's an extra. Let me see. 1 second. Yes, 1d6 damage. So an extra sneak attack damage, basically. On the dead guy. But and it's going to attack the guy next to him because he's 30 feet away. And you will see basically the ether of the guy I shot. Like it's going to jump out of him as if it's like, you know, really bad Photoshop, like Gaussian blur kind of thing. And it's going to go, ow! And it's going to
hits this guy and he goes, ah! Yeah.
And it's going to wail into this other guy.
1 point of damage. And we watch as he gets a slight ear bleed from the wailing.
Do I have to roll for both of them?
There is only one here.
Oh, no, never mind. It says the first creature takes 1d6. You also deal this to the first creature. Okay, so it's the same damage.
Yes, same damage for both. Indeed.
Right.
Okay. You got one, though, Dwin. I mean, you know, Mirage might be upset about it, but you got one. Carnifex, roll me a death saving throw.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if my luck is going to keep being awful. Yep, 7.
Yeah, that is a failure. Lenore, an arrow does not come streaking out to strike you. Yet.
Hey.
What do you want to do?
She's making her way back to Carnifex and lay on hands for 10.
Old man's back from the dead again.
Oh, fuck.
One of these days, just leave him. This is getting too much. God. Okay. Lenore, anything else here?
That's it.
Yeah, the Hobgoblin to the north is going to fire a shot at you. It is an 18 to hit. Hits for 6 damage, Lenore. It's for 6 damage.
Okay.
This is
down?
Yeah.
I'm at 1.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh.
Still standing.
This guy gets hit down here. Zephyr gets hit by the longsword for 5 points of damage. Yeah. And then he will be able to retaliate. This one up here, as you watch, probably Dwin. You see this guy? He looks to be thinking about it, making his escape here. He's looking around that this is probably a little hopeless. Wow, Zephyr misses twice more on a guy down here. Mirage, your turn.
Looking around, seeing closest target. Zephyr. Boom, bam. Attempt to swing on him.
Hey, an 18 will just hit for 10 points of slashing damage. And you know, we'll just give it to you because it's enough. He dies. He dies. I have to move him to actually get that dot. Boom, there it is. Boom, he's dead. As you strike with your longsword, and only one enemy remains on the field here. Mirage, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I've used my movement and my action, and I'm pretty sure I'm out of bonus actions. Nope, that ends my turn.
All right. Dwin, only one enemy remains. It's the one that you haven't been able to hit for about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Bring it home.
I am calling this one here. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to pull out my bow. I'm calling my sharpshooter here as well because this guy's going to go down.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to just shoot now.
That's a nat 20.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So,
Yo, okay.
Called the shot.
Go down.
maximum damage plus 10.
Jesus. Oh my God. What the hell? That's 43 points of damage as your arrow soars across 80 feet, striking this dude. I'm gonna say just directly in the eye socket and explodes out the back of his skull. He dies. That's 43 points of damage perfectly placed across. You got your frustration out. You did it.
I want his soul to jump out behind him and make a mark on the tree.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He gets pushed out like when Doctor Strange does the thing with the souls and slams him into the tree, and he gets stuck there, probably to become a dryad in his next life or something like that, or an awakened tree of some kind. Damn. All right, that was awesome. Unfortunately, there is no rest for the wicked in hell. Dark smoke swirls around, and you're all taken somewhere else. Somewhere different. Just gonna move.
Oh, finally we can
Oh, God. That was good. What a good battle, guys. Good job. We see it's dark. It's late. Giovanni's eyes hang heavy and large in the night sky, the twin moons. A voice speaks out as we see Carnifex wandering a dark road. You are wandering the city, away from your great house of Lim. What brought you out that night? That night that you found Vola? What is Carnifex wearing as we see him reliving this memory?
I think he's never been one to wear much, but he's in very extravagant pants, fairly baggy, but enough for him to move around in without it getting caught in anything. Mm-hmm. Almost like a sash that he wears around his torso, or royal purple with like gold and filigree across it. And I think right now, I think he was just finding a quiet place. I think just to walk around and think.
Maybe it was the fullness of the moon that drove you to its house. The Church of Giovanni, a large gray stone building, has the stages of the two moons engraved on its walls. Large glass windows on the ceiling of the interior ensure that the moons were always visible in their various phases. We watch as Carnifex enters the temple, maybe to find some peace, some solace, some quiet. And one of the gray and white robed priests approach. Lord Carnifex, what a pleasant surprise! And a child's cry cuts him off. Two of the other priests are holding a child, small and wrapped in gray cloth.
I wasn't aware that the church was bringing such young.
No, sorry, Lord Carnifex, I apologize. I assure that we can remove her from the room if you desire solitude.
No. Is she one of yours?
No. She was found earlier this evening on the temple doorsteps.
Carnifex will walk past this one and towards the two who are carrying this child and outstretches their arm, saying, "May I?"
Yeah, and they would never defy you. They will hand you the child. She looks up at you. These blue eyes. She giggles a bit when she sees you and tries to reach out to grab your scaly nose.
I lean in to let her grab it.
The priest speaks up. We will find a place for her in one of the orphanages in Rothlond.
No. So you don't plan on looking after her yourself?
No. The Church of Giovanni, we donate to the orphanages, but we don't run them.
I understand. No, I think I will adopt her. Maybe give her a better life than she could get in orphanage.
Of course, Lord Carnifex, of course. The voice calls out again, always a bit rhetorical in its ways. What drove you to hold her? To say that you would care for her? We watch as the temple fades away and are back at the large house limb. What name did you give the child, Cartifex?
Vola.
We watch as Vola the child becomes Lady Vola of House Lim, a skilled and brilliant warrior. The next scene we see, we find Carnifex standing on the side of a sparring field, watching the woman in a bout against 3 warriors. She's tall, black, around 6'3", broad-shouldered and muscular. And she's smiling as she dances amongst the 3 men, scoring point after point with these sparring weapons. We watch as some of her teeth seem to shift and form slightly more canine. Her curly black hair is tied up, and she wears her royal purple plate with gold filigree. What does Carnifex think when he watches her?
It's just a lot of pride, I think. He's watching her movements very closely, and whenever, like after each round, he definitely goes to the harsh love kind of vibe, being like, yes, you won, but you could have done this, and this better. But while watching, he's just smiling and seeing that she's growing into a very powerful warrior.
The scene changes. It's dark. The sky is red. Fire rages. Screams from all around. The clash of metal on metal and on flesh can be heard around. Carnifex watches as Vola, in her somewhat more beastly form, fighting as fiercely as she ever has, takes an arrow directly through her knee and collapses to the ground. An enormous orc man stands over her and with his axe ends her life. Carnifex is unable to get to her, unable to help. The vision begins to fade. Carnifex, what were the months afterwards like?
They were hard, to say the least. That ambush, because that's what it was at the end, that ambush should never have happened. We had planned things out. Kaya gave me her word that that movement would be perfect. They wouldn't see it coming, but somehow they did, and took us out from the side. And I ended up losing my daughter in the process. But there's no way that could have just been by chance. Someone had to have given Phalaris some kind of info on what our movements, how we were going to approach, because there was no way for them to figure it out and be prepared so soon in advance. So the next few months were me essentially a witch hunt, looking for the mole and executing anyone who was suspicious.
Eventually, one of the witches came to your door, and she said she knew who it was.
Who?
The woman we see is wearing a white gown, long white hair draped around her, pointed ears swept back on pale skin and lavender eyes. Matron mother of House Maul has come to Carnifex the Warlord. My lord, If I may, I do believe I know who leaked the information. It pains me to say it so, but my own daughter, in her dalliances, must have let something slip. I request that you allow me to handle this within my own house.
I think Carnifex is just silent for a moment.
She's not the girl that you grew up with anymore.
Thank you for letting me know, but I think I would like to deal with this.
Of course, my lord. Of course. Let me know if there's anything House Maul may do for you. And she will
Thank you for your loyalty.
bow and retreat outwards. After that, you didn't see Kaya again. She wasn't there to bring in. Something must have happened, and chaos raged amongst the houses, as the High House of Lim, dependent on your leadership, suffered while you mourned. The vision fades, the smoke wraps you up, and takes you back to the side of the river, where the blood all around you leaks into the water. And that is where we're going to end our episode. Thanks for watching.
Oh.
This has been DieFall Presents Ruin Crimson. Glad we finally, and myself, got it together to actually be here. This show will be back on 2 weeks from now at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. So we hope to see you there for that. And before we go, let's do some shout-outs. Playing Carnifex, our would-be champion. Drac, please, where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Jack or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I stream all over the place, so that's honestly the best place to find me. The only thing I would like to shout out is on Fridays, over on Q Times. That's QUEUETIMES, I think. I don't know. For some reason, I always struggle to spell out Q for the first time around. At 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific, you can find me playing in a Pathfinder 2nd Edition All Villains campaign called Parliament of Owls, where we're all playing just awful, terrible people. And I'm also playing an awful, terrible, noble person in that game, so that's a lot of fun. But other than that, I'm figuring out what I'm doing literally like a day prior, so just follow me on Twitter.
As a note, Drac will be joining us on Monday. For our Strixhaven game on the 22nd at 3 p.m. as well. So if you want to see him play a fledgling, some kind of magic user of some kind, then we'll find out. It'll be great.
I've got his character sheet ready.
Good. Thank you very much. Playing Lenore, the lovely Lady May. Where can we find you?
Well, most often you can find me on the internets, Twitter, and places is best, I suppose, because I'm often here on Thursday playing Lenore, and then also Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on Stella Luna's channel for her amazing and wonderful game called Unbound, where we like to smooch and thirst after all of the super hot NPCs.
Indeed. It's a good show. You should watch it.
I think I'm guessing on that next week as well.
Are you? Oh, wow. Hey, you're really busy. Thank you very much. Mirage, played by Kayla, Time Lord's wife. Please, where can we find you on the internet?
Hi, you can find all my information on timelordswife.com, usually on Twitch on Sundays, because that's really the only consistent day I get off. thanks to the ye old day job. But we just finished our Curse of Strahd 5th edition campaign, which is all homebrew. You can find all the VODs on YouTube, conveniently enough, for your unedited pleasure.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Thanks, Joel, for having me. I appreciate you.
Of course.
It's nice gaming with you all.
Dwin, played by the very talented Meyer. Where can we find you on the internet?
Hi, you can find me on twitch.tv/Meyer, where I do a whole bunch of, I'm trying to do more variety stuff. I've been doing more RP stuff in the past couple of months, doing a Red Dead Redemption RP on the Wild RP server, which has been amazing. It's been just a whole different world. I also play like a variety of different other games as well. I play Star Citizen, and I've been playing a bunch of Halo Infinite as well. In the tabletop world, you can catch me on Wednesdays on Table Story, where I play like an alchemist called Jet, who is completely different from a Tabaxi because he's not a cat. Yeah, so
Weird.
You can find me there. But yeah. That's me. Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course. And I have been your DM, Joel. Obviously, this is my channel. So hi, thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the love and support from everyone at home. We will see you again for this show in 2 weeks. Monday at 3 p.m. is Strixhaven. And then we're kind of the week is kind of a break due to the Thanksgiving holiday, and I will be out of town. And then the week after, we'll have Auric and Crimson and Strixhaven. It'll be a busy week. In 2 weeks. It'll be a busy one. But thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. And until next time, goodbye.